What up, guys?
Welcome back to our channel What Up Canada.
This is Sid.
And this is Sherry, and we hope you guys and your families are keeping safe and everybody is doing well in these crazy situation and times.
So, the time out there is really bad. The pandemic is getting more scarier than ever with the introduction of so many variants out there across the globe. But although we have seen that the vaccinations have started, so that's the positive bit, and we hope that things get better. But unfortunately, the variants, the strains that are coming across are leading the race.
So today's video is going to be all about that. In this situation, what do we think, that is it a good time to move to Canada? What is the scope of immigration, jobs and life overall in Canada right now?
So without further ado, let's start with the video. So let's first talk about the overall situation of COVID cases in Canada. So Canada has been reporting over 8,000 cases in the last 7 days, and the province where we live, which is Ontario, it has been reporting over 4,000 cases in the last few days. I know the numbers are not very staggering as compared to other countries, but as far as Canada goes, these numbers are very scary, and it has been the most since the start of the pandemic.
If we talk about the overall situation, how life has been for the past 1 year, we have been in a lockdown for over 9 months in the past 1 year. For the past 6 months, we have been again in a lockdown. Things started to look better around February 2021, but again the cases started rising and we have been in stay-at-home order since then. It is going to stay for the next 1 month.
The impact on public healthcare has been so bad that there are no new beds for the new patients. The other cases which maybe not be related to COVID are not even getting that much attention because the COVID situation here in Canada is very bad.
Of course, if we compare it to other parts of the world, you may think that numbers are so less, but trust me, the situation here has been very dull. All you think and all you see around you is just COVID news, and nothing else is happening here as of now. Moving on to the next point is immigration. So immigration also has suffered a lot due to pandemic. A lot of you have been waiting on FSW draws, and there are a lot of people who have been waiting for updates on their current applications. We know there have been a lot of delays in processing the applications because of the lack of manpower and all the hustle bustle due to the pandemic.
So priority is being given to people who are already here in Canada. If you would have seen the latest update by IRCC, they have decided to issue 90,000 PRs to people who are already here, which includes international students, temporary workers and French speakers. 20,000 of those PRs would be issued to temporary workers who are in healthcare, 30,000 would be issued to temporary workers who are in essential occupation, and 40,000 which remains there would be for international students. So you can very well see that 90,000 PRs are being given to people who are already here. So our suggestion would be, think wisely about moving to Canada, think about your decision, and then only plan for going ahead with your express entry application.
For those of you who are already in process of moving to Canada, are already facing the financial burden of the whole situation. First, you need to book your flight tickets, then there is this hotel quarantine, and of course the COVID test. Hotel quarantine for each person can go up to $2,000 for initial 3 days, and God forbid, if you test positive for your COVID results, you will have to quarantine for 14 days. And also these hotels are government approved, so you need to be careful about that as well.
So now let's talk about the job market in Canada. So job market has been now very unpredictable, and specifically the industries that have been impacted are your tourism, your hospitality and airlines.
Most of the businesses have gone remote, and if not remote, there are so many businesses, even 50-year-old businesses here in Canada, which have actually shut down. So situation in terms of employment is not that great right now.
And even job interviews for that matter have gone remote or online, and for a person like me who believes in human interaction, they have been suffering the most, because when you believe in human interaction, you cannot reproduce your skills and your personality in the same way as you would do in front of a person. So there has been a lot of competition as well, which has been increased because of so many industries being impacted. And for the same role, for one particular position, there might be hundreds or thousands of applicants now who would be applying.
Even when a lot of immigrants used to come to Canada, we have told you in our previous videos that even if you're not getting that job in your field, they used to look at the odd jobs. But right now with pandemic, where it's not even safe to go out and work, people are hesitant to do those odd jobs as well. So right now you need to really think of your finances if you're planning to move to Canada right now.
And even in the news, there was an outbreak which happened at a warehouse as well, wherein so many workers were impacted because of the spread of the virus. And as a result, the warehouse had to shut down for a few weeks. So, all in all, the job opportunities at this moment are very limited because of the ongoing pandemic. And the savings you bring, you have to be very mindful with spending them because the job opportunities would be limited for some time to come.
Because businesses also want to control on their spendings, and that is why they are not in a hurry to hire. So that is what we have experienced recently, that we don't see a lot of job opportunities which we used to see before pandemic. So that's the current job situation which we can tell you guys about.
Because businesses are not able to generate enough revenue, and that's why there is not much hiring which is happening. The current hiring would be for a person who has probably left, or might be contractual opportunities because someone has gone on maternity leave or so on. So next, let's talk about the life, or the so-called social life, which we have been left with after the pandemic hit us. So as we told you that Ontario has been in a lockdown for over 9 months in the last 1 year.
I don't know if you'll believe us or not, but in the past 6 months, we haven't seen any single person apart from each other. There has been no human interaction. That's good from COVID's point of view, but from mental health point of view, it's not that great. Canada, anyways, is a very lonely country. You don't really see a lot of people around you. The only kind of social life you have here is when you go to your office or you make your friends here. Friends kind of become your family here, but with this stay at home order, nobody is allowed to go to each other's houses, and thus we haven't really met anybody. So in terms of social life, I think it's very lonely right now. Even for the festivals, we celebrated at home just with each other, no going out, no hush bush. So it has been very slow, it has been very lonely, and that's the reality we'll tell you. We won't say that life in Canada is great. Life in Canada is great right now because of the beauty you see around you. That's the only thing to embrace right now. And also last 4 months have been winters, and winters in Canada are very harsh. It's anyway so depressing because sun just goes down by around 3 to 4 p.m. By the time you finish work, there is no sun, all you see is darkness around you. So it has not been that great. So if you are planning to come to Canada, be mentally prepared that you will have to face situation like this. You'll actually be in quarantine. Either you're positive or negative, that doesn't really matter. You are not going to see a lot of people, at least for us. I don't know, maybe for next 2 to 3 months we are not going to meet anybody. So that is how reality of social life is in Canada right now.
So as we are making this video, just got an update that all flights from India and Pakistan have been cancelled for next 30 days because of the ever increasing pandemic, and the cases are really going high. So that's again a bad news for people who were expecting to be in Canada in the next 30 days. So guys, just hang in there, hang in tight. Things should be better in the coming future. So we just hope that everything falls into place.
The news basically says that all the direct flights have been cancelled from India and Pakistan, and even if you're coming through an indirect flight, you will have to have a negative COVID test at the place of your last departure. So that is how the situation is. COVID has really taken over our lives, not just in India, even in Canada. So that is the reality we wanted to share with you guys.
Because a lot of you guys had DM'd us on Instagram and even reached out on YouTube that whether it's the right time to come to Canada or not, just wait for this time to pass and hopefully things should get better.
Next, let's talk about another aspect, which is housing. So in terms of rents, they have really gone down in past few months because people are moving out of their rented apartments and moving to outskirts of the city because everybody is actually working remotely. So overall, this has really impacted the real estate market in Canada.
So since the jobs have become remote, most people are moving out of their rented properties, and this is a good time wherein they feel that they'll move to an outskirt place which is not as expensive as where they are currently staying. So boosting this fact is the lower interest rates. So the people who are already settled in Canada, they feel this is a good time to invest in a real estate property or move to a new house, because there is no point spending that amount on a rented place because you're not going to office and everything's going to be remote for the near future at least.
For people like us who moved here 2 to 3 years back, you kind of want to purchase a house right now, and usually people used to buy a house within 2 to 3 years of them being in Canada. But right now, the real estate market is at all-time high, and you're not really in a position to purchase a house. For the properties that were costing approximately $700,000 a year back are now costing $900,000. So you can very well imagine how difficult it is for first time home buyers right now, where you all you did was save money to buy a house, but since the prices are so high, it's not even affordable to purchase a house right now. So real estate again is not a good option right now from the point of view of new immigrants.
So before ending this video, things have been really crazy for the last 1 year. We have been strong enough to handle this pathetic situation which is there. We have tried to stick around each other, whatever things have come across us. But this pandemic wave has really struck us so hard that it's becoming really tough. But hopefully, we pray that things get back to normal and we can meet our loved ones so that things can move in the smooth direction.
It's been more than a year, in fact, almost 2 years for Siddharth, that we have gone back home and meet our family. Our family spent festivals without us. Like, all we want right now is just to be able to go back home. And this is one thing which you would really need to understand if you are planning to come to Canada. It won't be always possible for you to go back to your family and meet them. We never thought before coming here that it's going to be almost 2 years for us to be able to meet them again. But that's the reality, and I know there are so many people like us who are living abroad and are in this situation. But all you need to do is stay strong, and that is how we have been staying strong. We started our YouTube channel and Instagram just to keep ourselves busy, and that is one thing we would suggest all of you guys. If you like doing something, if you are really passionate about something, do pursue that. Keep yourself busy and keep your family and yourself really positive and happy during these crazy times.
So, the final suggestion from both of us would be do your thorough research, evaluate all your options from whichever country you want to immigrate or move to any other country across the globe, not only Canada, be it Australia, New Zealand, or any other country for that matter. Just evaluate your options. Things are really crazy. So, just think wisely, calculate your options, what is better for you. If you are already settled and you want to like move to a different country, I would say just think about it twice, because current situation is not really that great which you feel.
That's right. And on that note, we would like to end this video. But we would want to say stay positive, not in the other manner, which is like so popular right now in the world, but in the right manner. Stay positive, stay happy, keep healthy, keep your family happy. And until next time,
Take care of yourself
your family.
and stay connected.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.